utilizing the tools that they taught him, but giving it his own personality.
Purdy dancing, wide open, making the grab. Samuel, the tackle is missed. Debo off to the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Purdy throws, and right at the pylon, ruled a touchdown. Kittle makes the catch. Right at the pylon, big spike.
Guy likes to have fun, dominate in the same time.
Meanwhile, breaking tackles, and he breaks free. Chenault, exactly what the Seahawks needed, and Chenault for the touchdown. 97 yards. Still running around, still motioning. Meanwhile, Walker goes to the end zone for the touchdown. Purdy, shoulder shake, throws into traffic. Kittle, touchdown, his second. For the Seahawks, can they get it in? Smith, under pressure, throws, they can! Lockett, touchdown.
Oh, he's going to his wife.
Check.
Here's
well,
going to it.
That'll seal the deal.
Where is she? Where is she?
One more time.
Fakes to Allen, fakes to Swift, and there's Komet. Cole Komet! Touchdown!
Tight end does the rest.
You want to talk about doing the rest? He's now the long snapper for the extra point. Let's throw into the end zone. There's Komet! Doing it all! Williams over the middle. Keenan Allen, touchdown! Brings him back to the 21. Lawrence steps up for the end zone. Gabe Davis, touchdown, Jacksonville! Chicago Bears, 2nd and goal. DeAndre Swift doesn't get it. Instead, it's a touchdown. Offensive lineman is a fullback who blows open the hole for DeAndre Swift. Lawrence completes it. That's a touchdown.
And now it's Henry time. Derrick cutting it outside. Derrick Henry! Touchdown, Ravens!
But Robinson's also been a really big part.
2nd and goal from 6 yards away. Daniels back of the end zone.
Look at that.
McLaurin has it for the Washington touchdown. Right over the top of Marcus Williams.
Take this angle right there.
Well protected, wide open, Andrews. Now he's targeted, and it goes for a touchdown.
Washington brings everyone down, Jim. Look at how many guys are right here.
2nd and 5. He'll still face that with power, with Henry, with a touchdown. Great call, Tony.
He blitzes, you throw it here. If he pops out, give it to him.
Here it is, to the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown! The timing was to perfection.
Love to throw again. To the goal line. Touchdown, Jaden Reed. 4-man rush. Love throws towards the sideline. Diving in, it's Romeo Doubs with a touchdown. Really smart play there to help his teammate turn the corner. It almost looks like you're posting somebody up. Love looking deep on 1st down. He's got a man out there. Wide open Watson for a Packer touchdown. Arizona desperately looking for points. Murray trying to find him to the end zone, and he strikes to Michael Wilson for a Cardinal touchdown. On 3rd and 4, here comes the blitz. Gardeck providing the pressure. Love lofts it up. Oh, what an adjustment! Romeo Doubs!
Diggs back there. They fake to him. Mixon wanting to go out. Here comes White to the end zone. Caught. Dell. Touchdown. 1st First and goal. Stroud, Tunsil the block. Mixon, touchdown. Patriots 2 timeouts. Hasty the back. 2nd down 2. Drake May. Time and distance going, and he's got him! Boutte, touchdown! 2nd down and goal. Stover in motion to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. This is the number 32 red zone offense. 1st and goal. Good block, Jacobs. That's a touchdown. 12 for 82 yards. On the ground. Here's more chunk yards. Big block by Diggs. It's a pylon. It's a touchdown.
Those are a couple of the messages that he took away from Tom.
3rd down and 5. May to the air. Got him. In stride. Running is Douglas. Touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Pierce getting a block outside from Schultz. Finding room. There he goes. It's a foot race with Tavai and Gonzalez, who pushes him out before he hits the pylon. No, they give it to him. It's a touchdown.
1st and goal. Mayfield for Godwin. An impressive opening Tampa Bay drive leads to a touchdown for Chris Godwin.
All 3 of those guys now missing action. A lot of moving parts. That's a challenge.
2nd and 15. Another completion, but it was dropped by Chris Olave. It's picked up by Antoine Winfield back the other way. They let this play go all the way through, and Winfield takes it to the house.
Go cut into this deficit.
So Camarda boots it. 47-yard punch. Shaheed's got room. And there goes Rashid Shaheed. The spark that the Saints needed. It's a touchdown on the punt return. 2 picks, first 5 games. 2 picks today. Rattler with the fake, the pump, the throw for the lead. A touchdown.
There can be no contact or it's OPI.
Be a 54-yard field goal from here. Mayfield is going to get yardage and a first down to Sean Tucker. Inside the 15 and all the way to the house. It's a touchdown. The first of Sean Tucker's NFL career. Kamara slicing through, and New Orleans regains the lead. Godwin in motion. Fake it to Irving. Out to Godwin. In space, and he picks up the first down and pinballs his way inside the 40 and off to the races. Chris Godwin's 2nd touchdown of the day, and Tampa Bay is back out in front. 4-man rush. Mayfield in the pocket, throws end zone. It's caught by Otten for the touchdown.
Now it's going to be a 3-possession game.
Well, they'll try to cash it in with Irving, and this time easily in. It is a touchdown.
He's been really good, really efficient here in the 2nd half, and it's really been this ground game. The run game in the 2nd half has been the story for Tampa Bay.
And it's a 2nd touchdown for Sean Tucker.
10th play of the drive for the Eagles. 3rd down and 7. Hurts to the end zone. It is A.J. Brown. From 57, it's blocked. Blocked by Myles Garrett. Wow. And it's taken back all the way by the former Eagle, Rodney McLeod. Super Bowl with the Eagles. Brings it back 50 yards for his 5th career touchdown. Yeah, let's take a look again, Kenny. You hear that, boom, boom. You know it's blocked. Kickers don't want to hear that. Double tap. Myles Garrett gets up there and from the Browns 45. Hurts complete. Wide open. Smith down the sideline. Devontae Smith into the end zone.
Remember, Jamal Adams had to be placed on IR this week, so a little bit thinner on that secondary. First down pass towards the end zone. Flacco wide open. Downs. Touchdown. 1st and goal, Tennessee. Have to burn a timeout there to avoid a play clock penalty. Fake handoff, Levis to the end zone, wide open, Westbrook-Akine.
Maybe outside where he doesn't have to read as much, but still, I'd like to be a little bit more aggressive.
Levis going to hand here to Pollard on a 3rd and 19. Pollard, touchdown! Pittman just 3 targets, 1 catch. Here they come. Flacco to the end zone. It is caught. Jump ball. Pittman. Touchdown.
Just incredible. And Snead is all over him. Did he? It looks like he caught that football.
22 pass attempts per game. This is his 11th pass of the first quarter, and he's got an open man on the wheel route. It's the rookie, Kamani Vidal.
And see if they can get a pick play.
Disley in motion. Dobbins on the carry. Dobbins spun down. No! They're saying he's in! Nix has time and fires. End zone. Touchdown! Troy Franklin! Nix looking for Sutton in the end zone, and it is, with one hand was the in. They're going to confer and talk about it. No signal yet. Touchdown!
And the linebackers get a lot of contact in that play.
Madison stays in there. Madison slicing. He's in. Touchdown. Raiders. 40 seconds to go first half. Fake it. Fields. Running for the touchdown. Quick crossover by you. Pitch it to Najee Harris. Harris sidesteps. Gets to the sideline. Najee Harris dives for the pylon. Jackson acquired from Carolina for Deontay Johnson. Fake it. Fields does it himself. Touchdown, Steelers. 4th down. Under 5 minutes to play. O'Connell. The throw is there for the touchdown.
Looking like man-to-man across the board. 0.
Dalton trying to throw quick. He does. And what a catch! Deontay Johnson. He went back and snared that thing for 6.
I love his game and the way he's developing.
Robinson, Bijan Robinson is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
A route where he can just keep running, that's his specialty.
The pitch to Bijan Robinson. Already 1 touchdown. Robinson's going to have 2 today. Touchdown, Falcons. Algier the back. Hits in motion. Cousins fires. Oh, touchdown, Falcons. Drake London between a couple of defenders. No timeout.
They're going to get some sits in the end zone.
He's got a moment. Throws one quickly. Oh, fingertip grab. Liget gets the 6. Communicate a lot.
Especially the O-line. They want the sticker on their helmet, too.
Tyler Algier, and it's his turn into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
2nd down and 3. And run it again. Oh, big team. Montgomery to the end zone. Stays on his feet, and he's in for the touchdown. Get into that in a second. Oh, here's a little trickery. Straight Brown back to Goff. Flea flickers. Got Laporta wide open. Sam Laporta foot race towards the end zone. Diving touchdown. Unreal. Nope, they're just going to power it in. Montgomery for 6.
Love the quick snap here.
Pressure though on Goff. Stands in, going deep. He's got Jameson Williams for the touchdown.
Their own style. I love that coaching from Aaron Glenn.
Here's Goff going for the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown.
St. Brown, one-on-one. Just easy pitch and catch. A little fade, comeback right at the front pylon.
Chase, Higgins, and Gesicki all at the bottom of the screen. Joe taking off. Oh, he's got a ton of room. Might take it all the way. Inside the 10. Burrow to the pylon. He's in for the touchdown. Tracy. Touchdown. Giants.
Look at that number right there. Amazing. 2nd and 3.
Inside run. They'll score more than 10. Chase Brown to the house for a Cincinnati touchdown.
Running the pass the way they have has been huge.
Here he is again. Allen for the touchdown, and the Bills are on top.
And getting the deflection.
3rd down and goal. Rodgers slides through, throws, caught.
Watch Aaron Rodgers. He knew exactly where he was going. He's looking to his left, but you see when he snaps his head back.
Good protection, end zone. Touchdown, Mac Hollins. Allen takes off. Breaking tackles, end zone. Touchdown. Here we go. Up into the air. Into the end zone. And wow. Great call by one official overruling the other. That is a touchdown.